to the another Compose Bootcamp number 2. Okay, so let's jump right to what you're gonna learn in this tutorial. So we're gonna learn a lot of interesting complex design concepts in this Compose Bootcamp. So let me just index to you like a lot of the list of the concept that we are going to learn in this tutorial. First, we'll learn how to plan our design before coding. Second thing, like we will be learning about modifier and all the best practices about using modifiers. Third, we are gonna learn the understand the basic layouts in Compose and how to use it in a complex way. Okay, then we will learn also the differences between lazy columns and columns. Okay, we will understand alignments and arrangements, the difference between them. We will also learn cool material composables, like composables provided by material library, like scaffold, navigation bar, and also here I have provided you an interesting concept about navigation rail. Okay, which we will use it in our landscape mode. Okay, and also we'll be learn how to understand how to understand and use the slot API pretty simply. And then we will also finally learn how to lay out our application in different screen configuration like portrait and landscape. Okay, so this is the list of items that the concepts that we are going to learn in this bootcamp. So without wasting any time, let's jump right to the tutorial. And okay, so as you can see in the screen, this is the application that we are going to build. Okay, so this is the application. We're gonna build this. We're gonna plan our design, code, and build this application. And we'll also this application is also pretty much as you can see, if the configuration changes, it is pretty much adapting with the configuration change, right? So it's pretty smooth and clear. So this is the navigation rail that I talked about before. So we will also learn how to do everything in detail. Okay, so this is the tutorial. So stay along, guys. If you like my tutorial, please do subscribe me, comment and subscribe and share. Okay, and saying that, guys, if you comment and subscribe me, it's gonna be very helpful for me for making other tutorials. So please do that. Okay, so let's begin the tutorial. Let me go back to my portrait mode. Okay, so so now we are ready to go and start the tutorial. So okay, so this is the applications that we are going to build. Okay, so but from the first overview, you can see your application is divided into different sections, right? So we can but I would like to quotation mark this concept that don't just code your design. Okay, so this is the application. Don't just code it directly without planning. So the first like principle of Compose is like you have to always plan, analyze your design before coding. Okay, so this is the first important concept, guys, that nobody is going to teach you, but here I'm just telling you that like you need to design in Compose, you need to always plan your design. Okay, so how can we plan it? Okay, let me explain you in simple terms. How do we plan the Compose design? Is first thing is we separate our application into different sections. Okay, so how can we separate this application in different sections? First, we will separate into normally the application is divided into two sections. That is, first is the main content, that is a screen content. This is the entire screen content section, and then we have a bottom navigation bar sections. Okay, so our main screen content section consists of other items, like we can just furthermore divide them into our search screen, this top one. Then we have our product list screen, which is pretty much like horizontally scrollable. Then we have a favorite list screen, which is also pretty much horizontally scrollable, but the items are arranged in a grid, right? As you can see here, of size, maximum size of 2. Okay, grid. Okay, as you can see here. So yeah, we have divided into different sections. All right, and then also you have to just check out that each sections has also different items, which is pretty much repeatable, right? As you can see also for this grid layout, we have different items which are repeatable. Okay, so we are gonna create a simple each and every items, then we are gonna reuse the items, and then create the entire section. Okay, so this is the planning. Okay, so now after the planning, let's try to jump to the code, the second part. Okay, so the first thing is we are gonna create this screen. All right, so let's jump to my code, and you can see I have created a search screen which is pretty much looking like this one. Okay, as you can see here, it's the screen that is in dark mode and a light mode. Okay, so we have the screen. Okay, what is my screen consist of? Actually, first thing is the specification of your search screen is like your search screen should have a like a height of 50 dp. Okay, so and then you have it should fill the width, right? Fill the maximum width, the entire width of its parent. So this is how where modifier is used for. As you can actually for the search screen, we use a composables called like text field. Then on the text field, like we have a leading icon, that is a search icon, and then we have a placeholder, right? That says the level search. Okay, so it's pretty simple, guys. As you can see here, you can just preview it in dark and light mode. And now after completing this one, obviously I'm not implementing like all the on value chains, because it's more about the design sections, right? So that's it. Let's go to the another item, that is like our product item, right? This product lit item, let me close the preview for the search, and let me just enable the preview for my product item. As you can see, this is my product item, right? This is the product item, as I was telling you about. It has a simple like icon, and then it has a like you can say a image, and then you have a simple text description about this product, right? It's a name of the product, you can say that. Okay, so it is like you have a image and then a text. As you can see here, we are using the simple composables image and text. Image containing different parameters like painter that we pass on the icons, like icons and name are all passed by this composable item as an input parameter. Okay, so similarly also the modifier, we are passing the modifier as a parameter. Then obviously the background color is this one. Okay, then obviously you have a text that is like has a string resource name, which is obviously taken as a parameter here. Then you have a padding from baseline. Okay, we also need a padding from baseline. Padding from baseline, that's the space between the image and the text. Image and the text should have like almost 16 dp, and then like the bottom like padding is like 44 dp. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so this is all about the product item. Now let's also close this product item and check out our this card item. Okay, favorite product card. Okay, so this is the our favorite product card, and this favorite product card has is been defined using okay, let me just theme tutorial theme. Okay guys, yeah, theme. We have a problem of rendering here. Okay. Yeah, we have a problem with the theme. Okay, let's see. I don't see any difference here. Let me see. Let me update it. Okay, yeah. Finally, we have our theme being changed, right? Dark and light theme. Okay, guys. Let's do one thing. Let me create a theme like my compose tutorial. Okay, I can just create one see theme tutorial theme. It's tutorial theme. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just create another theme, composables function, my bootcamp theme. Okay, this bootcamp theme will pretty much check out my like take my dark theme is a system dark theme, like dynamic color equals to true, and then we have a content that we will be passing, and this content is as annotated as a composable. Okay, so what we are gonna do is if is a dark theme is dark theme then color scheme is equals to, if is dark theme, then we have a dark color scheme, else we have a light color scheme, right? Yeah, and then what we are gonna do is similarly we also need to do that same thing for our okay, let me check. We have a light color scheme and dark scheme. We have a typography. Okay, yeah, that's it. We just need to pass it right like this one, you know. Seam. Okay, and that's it. Let's dynamic color is not necessary for the moment. Okay, what we'll be doing now is, like, instead of material theme, we'll be using our camp theme. And yeah, that's it, guys. So okay, so this is our favorite product card, okay, which has a size of as you can see here, like image has a size of 60 dp, and like it has like yeah, you pass the drawables from as a parameter, the text like description text as also as a parameter. This is a description text which is of typography, title, medium, and yeah, and like also this is like a item, like this is like we are using a surface. Inside the surface we are using a row, like, you know, the items are arranged in a row, so we have a vertical alignment that is central vertically, as you can see here. And the width is pretty much like 300 dp. Okay, so this, the entire is card width is 300 dp. Okay, so this is all about our designing our favorites product card. Okay, so that's it, guys. Okay, so now let's move further. Let's close it down, this preview. Let's close the preview for this one, and let's try to preview the product row item screen. Product row item screen. So this is our item screen. We will just reuse our product item and then create a row item screen. So this entire screen. Okay, so like row item screen is this one. Okay, so that will be this will be our list of row that we are using a lazy row, obviously. Okay, so that we have to understand some little concept about how do you align children's, okay, in row and in column and also in the box. Okay, so these are the way of doing layouts in compose. Okay, in column we align children's horizontally with options like end, start, central, horizontally. Okay, so in row we align children vertically. Okay, just be careful about the concept. Like when we arrange children's in row, like vertically, whereas like we align children in column horizontally. Okay, so for row we align children's vertically with options like vertical, center vertically, top, bottom. As I said you, like we also align children's horizontally in column with options like central, horizontally, start, end. Okay, and for box we align children vertically and horizontally with options like bottom, start, bottom, center, bottom, end, top, start, top, center, top, end, or center, start, center, and center, end. Okay, so this is the interesting concept that you have to understand. Okay, so let's move to creating the product row item screen. Okay, so this product row item screen should contain horizontally scrollable product items. Okay, so how do you do that? We use a lazy row composables to implement horizontally scrollable items. For this we use parameters like horizontal arrangement, as you can see here, horizontal arrangements, and spaced by like 8 dp. The arrangement is spaced by 8 dp to add the fixed space in between each child composables. Okay, so content padding of padding value we are using 16 dp. This is like a horizontal padding. Okay, this is a content padding is like horizontal padding. Value of 16 dp is added to maintain the same padding even when we scroll our content within the bounds of our parents list without clipping it. Okay, so this padding is also necessary when you scroll the items, as you can see here, so this is the concept that you have to understand, that content padding is very essential. And finally we pass the modifiers passed from the parameter. Okay, so let me yeah, I have just previewed it, but I still need to pass the pass my theme, like my bootcamp theme, and just preview this. Okay, yeah, this is our item, as you can see here. That's the difference. This is a dark theme and this is the light theme, right? Okay, so this is it. And then now okay, so let me just provide you some other details. Like, as you can see here, we are using lazy row here. Lazy row provides methods like you have items here. Okay, so this items emit composables as a list of items. Okay, they emit composables like list of item. For each item we create a product item, right? This is the product item. This is the simple composables that we created before, right? As you remember that. Okay, so that's it, guys, about our let me go and scroll down. It's all about product row item screen. Okay, so for row arrangements we have different options. Okay, different parameter options, like we have we can arrange in center, equal with equal weight, space evenly, space between, space around, left to right, and right right to left, right? Okay, so and similarly we also have for columns, so we have a column arrangements like bottom, top, space between, space around, center, equal weight, and space evenly. Okay, so this is how things is going around. Now let's go and move further. Let me close the preview here, and let's go to the preview of a favorite product screen. This is our favorite product screen, and what is our specification is like it should contain a grid of horizontally scrollable items, right? Favorite product card item. So like, okay, so this is the preview, as you can see here, and in the lazy, like we are using a to like achieve this UI, we use a lazy horizontal grid composables. So we use parameters like as you can see here, rows, to specify the amount of row items that is fixed of 2 cells. Okay, then we have a content padding, that is a horizontal padding between the grid cells, that is very essential. Okay, then we have a horizontal arrangement which is spaced by 9 dp, and then we have a vertical arrangement that is spaced by 8 dp. Okay, you can also pass it to 8 dp. 9 dp is like 888, just make it same. So we have a modifier of height of 150 dp, that is our grid size. Okay, and yeah, similarly like we also apply the height, like this is our height of 150 dp, and similarly we use our items, and it's just creating a like items where we create a we pass the list of items, favorite product list items, as you can see here, I have created here, and then for each item we create a composable item called favorite product card item. Okay, so this is it, how we have created our product favorite product screen, and you can see the preview here. Okay, and then Okay, so now let's move on to the concept of slot APIs. Okay, so what are APIs, and when we need to implement the slot APIs? So there is some scenarios in which you have a multiple sections that follow the same similar pattern, right? That we have to use. So you can create more flexible UI and UI user experience with the slot API. So how do you? Okay, so if you check out like this product list. Item like row screen and like a favorite list screen has the similar pattern, right? I have a title and then I have the items, right? Screen items. I have a title and I also have a content here. Okay, so I can just use this concept of slot API to create a slot of this pattern that we can just reuse. Okay, so this is the concept. So we're gonna create a slot consisting of a title and a content. Okay, and this content is like dynamic, so you can pass any content, right? Here we are passing a horizontal screen row items content, and then here we are passing a grid content, you know. So this is the scenario. So we have a text that is a title, then we have a content here. So here so you will pass your slot content on this each call. Okay, so this is the way of creating the slot API, guys. Okay, so that's it. And then finally with this, using this slot screen content slot yeah, in the main screen we create two different slots. Okay, so whenever we create our main screen, so in this main screen we will be using these slots to create this product list and favorite list. Okay, and then also we are going to use the slot screen, create this slot to pass on the content like product row items screen content, and then also here we have a favorite product screen content. And then this is what it is. So you can just let me just preview this if it is possible. Let me close the preview of my previous okay, my previous item, and let me just rebuild this. Okay, you can see the preview here, guys. We have our main screen that is in dark mode, and we have a main screen our light mode, and we have the as I told you, we use our slot API to create this sections like with the title and a content, and title and a content, right? And then we have just we arranged our UI items that we designed before, we created before, like we have screen, search screen, then we have our slot passing the title and the product row item screen, then we have a screen slot, the second screen slot that passing the content as a favorite product screen. Okay, then finally we have the spacer on the top and the bottom here. Okay, so that's it, guys. And now our the first section of our app is complete. That is our main content section. Now let's move on to the bottom screen. But guys, be careful. Okay, so there is one important concept I forgot to remember you. It's like I'm using a columns here, right? As you can see here. Why I'm using columns here? Why I'm not using lazy column here? Because if you like for example my main screen content doesn't contain a lot of list of items, right? It contains some limited list of items, right? Like I have just three items, that is a search bar, screen content slot, two screens slot, and then one screen search screen, right? So in this scenario we don't need to use a lazy column. Okay, so this is like lazy column, I mean lazy composables are used only when you have a huge scrolling list, huge scrolling scripts list. Okay, so for the matter of performance, it's better to use for you if you have a limited amount of contents, like composable contents, then you have, it's strongly suggest to use columns. Okay, not the lazy column, because lazy column can be it's pretty expensive. Okay, and it has a lot of cost in performance, so we try to avoid this. Okay, so in this case scenarios, we try to manually add the scrollables here, and just be careful the guys that mm, lazy column has already their automatically the scroll is behavior is automatically added to it, so you don't have to manually add scroll behavior in lazy column. Okay, so we just add this scroll behavior only in column, normal columns, and we add here manually added the scroll, vertical scroll. And then we also check out that we have all used here remember scroll state, so that means like we are also adding persistence to this scrolling state. Okay, so that's it guys. So you see this this maintenance of persistence, so it's like remembering the scroll state here, like you see, like it's remembering the scroll state. That's how it is. It's not just moving back, like it's remembering the scroll state. So yeah, this is it guys. And okay, let's jump to the bottom navigation bar. And for the bottom navigation bar, guys, let me just remove this preview, and we'll be previewing the bottom navigation bar. Okay, so this is my bottom navigation bar screen. Okay, so it's pretty simple. We are just using the already provided the navigation bar. This is a component from material design library. As you can see, a material theory library. I'm just reusing the components that is already provided by material design, so I'm not creating anything from scratch. So it's like also I'm using navigation bar with the navigation bar items. So these are all navigation bar items, and I'm just filling the contents, like I'm passing the icon label, and then for the moment the selected is true. The logics, I'm not this tutorial is not about the logical section, but it's more about the design concept section. Okay, so that's I just removed the I didn't implement the on click sections here. So similarly, we also have the second navigation bar item, that is like profile. I just pass the icon label, and that's it, selected. Okay, so this is how we structure our bottom navigation bar screen. Okay, so this is more about our portrait version of our bottom navigation bar. Okay, and then so we'll add up our UI screen components we build, and like we can just rebuild it everything. But we also have to just define different sections like portrait and landscape, right? So for landscape, I already suggest you that we can use there is another library provided by navigation, our material library. It's called navigation rail screen, but let me just okay, that's it. This is our for portrait, and this is for landscape. But guys, be careful, there is a little concept that you have to understand, like just don't forget to implement this library. Okay, like material 3 windows, this is our window size class. Okay, this is also very important library if you want to calculate the window size. Okay, because this window size class is pretty important when you want to calculate the size of a window screen, and then just know if it is in portrait or landscape mode. Okay, so this is our but before that, let's go and check out this navigation bar screen. It's pretty simple. We are using navigation rail, the library provided by our material library, and just then we have a navigation rail items. These are all navigation rail items. As you can see here, I'm just pretty simple. The use is pretty simple. It's pretty similar with the the classical navigation bar, like navigation item. Okay, so this is the implementation, guys, and this is the like preview, as you can see here. And then finally, let's just go and create a different management of how do we create navigation bar, like how do we assign, how do we create these two implementation, one for portrait and another for the landscape mode. So as I told you, first you implement the library, then you implement this composables class for checking so if your window size class is of compact mode, then you have a to show the portrait screen. Okay, your portrait screen will consist of a scaffold. Okay, so it will be consist of the scaffold. So as you know that scaffold, here we are gonna use scaffold. So scaffold is another composables, and this gives us the basic foundation for building our app. Okay, so it takes the set of composables and arrange them in a consistent manner to create a consistent look and feel across the entire app. That's why we use scaffold. So the bottom bar is a bottom navigation bar screen, and our main screen is the main screen. That's similar to portrait and landscape, right? And similarly, we have also have a your application in landscape mode, where you have a, just be careful, like I'm not using scaffold in the landscape mode, but I'm using a row items, where I have a I'm just aligning the items into a row of like navigation rail screen and then the main screen. Okay, so this is how it is it's done here. All right, guys, so it's pretty smooth and clean, as you can see here. Okay, it's also saving the state of the scroll. Okay, and yeah, that's it. We have a landscape and portrait mode. If it is compact, it's a portrait. If it is expanded, then it's a landscape mode. Okay, so you can just implement this. If you go to the main activity, then the implementation of your application is like this. You just calculate the window size class, passing your context as activity, then you just launch your start your composables, right? And that's it. So this is our application that we have created, guys, and it's working pretty fine. And that's it, guys. If you like my tutorial, please do subscribe me and share this tutorial. If you have any questions, please do comment below. And happy composing, and catch you guys later on. And thank you for listening and watching this video, and just keep on composing. Thank you, guys.